Boat diving etiquette has certain do's and don'ts that, to be honest, a lot of us have forgotten. Such as permission to come aboard, Captain, showing up on time, women and children first. But like all walks of life, there are some things that you just don't do and say in certain situations. Uttering just one of these on a dive boat will most likely mean that you are swimming home. Either that or that tiny day boat will miraculously produce a brig that you will call home for the next few hours because your friends have all duct taped you to a seat. And all of your Facebook friends have now disappeared. Does Facebook still exist? Is it still a thing?
It's all about MySpace.
Back to MySpace. Anyway, hi, I'm Mark from Simply Scuba, and here are 5 things not to say on the dive boat. Number 1. Where's my buddy? I don't know, in the water? Much like customs at the airport, the skipper has zero sense of humour about missing divers or any uncertainty about what's going on. Remember that you are guests on their boat, and all they're asking for, other than payment, I guess, is that you keep yourselves organised and back at the boat together at the right time. It doesn't matter how confident or experienced you and your buddy are in the water, if you get separated, don't continue the dive by yourself. Act quickly and you might save your buddy's life if they're in actual trouble. I'd rather be the hero in the story saving your buddy rather than the guy pictured in the news for abandoning his buddy. Ooh, yeah, that story got dark pretty fast, didn't it? Yeah. Let's lighten things up.
It's so dark! Do you sure you're not from the DC universe?
Number 2. Is that your mask under my weight belt? Are you kidding? Yes, that's my expensive dive mask that I've spent hours preparing. And oh look, it's in 7 pieces, and the only part worth keeping is the strap. Yes, I suppose it is my fault for leaving my mask with the rest of my gear neatly on the bench. I should have known that's where you would cast your weight belt aside.
Calm down. It's okay. You don't sound bitter at all, Mark.
It's never happened to me before. Don't know what you're talking about. When my father taught me how to drive a car, he told me to always assume everybody else on the road is an idiot. The same goes for dive boats, so keep your gear organised and out of any obvious crush zones. Number 3. Can I borrow a dive computer? Mine's locked me out. No, get out. You're cut off now. Your dive computer is trying its very hardest to keep you alive. Just because you leave your dive computer in your bag doesn't mean that your nitrogen levels have cleared out of your tissues. What's the point in buying and using a dive computer if you don't take its advice? It's not some clever loophole that you've just discovered. If you've missed a deco stop or have become saturated, then sucks to be you, but you have to miss the next dive. Go pour yourself a drink, don't sulk, and just help all the others get kitted up. Number 4. All this? Yeah, it's all brand new, and I set it up myself. Haven't even gotten it wet yet. Every rescue level diver and above's ears have just perked up, and they've done a meerkat, and the entire boat is looking at you, thinking when and how they'll have to rescue you. Don't get me wrong, we all love new kit. It's great, and there's always a time when everything you own is new, but test it out in a pool first at least. Scuba kits will fail either on the first or the last dive, and most kit needs a pool session or 2 to settle and adjust for correct working order. Number 5. Can I keep this? I found it on the wreck and it was shiny. Put it back. Whatever it was, I didn't see it. We'll go back down now and you can put it back where you found it. Just like a kid in a sweet shop or a museum, don't touch anything unless you are going to pay for it. Paying for a stolen wagon wheel ain't so bad when you're 5, but paying for lifting an artifact as an adult means serving time. In prison for a few years. I don't know about you, but the replica portholes and nautical stuff is pretty good online now, so you don't have to go thieving wrecks. Gone are the days where you could just go down with a pry bar and a hammer and claim ownership of what you find. In today's world, you have to fill out paperwork for stuff like that, and it sucks.
Paperwork sucks.
5 things you shouldn't say on a dive boat. I'm sure the list continues in your hearts. But be sure to fill it out in the comments below so that we can probably make a part 2 of this video in a few months' time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and safe diving. Ah! Yeah. You need to choose one of these reactions.